gotta sneeze. Oh. Oh, false alarm. Hi there. So today I am gonna be going down in my gully garden and really just like around the whole property and cleaning up. I see some like coneflower that need deadheaded. I see some of that cleome over there that reseeded itself and volunteered this year. I kind of want to clean up a little bit and not necessarily cut back, but just like trim it up because I've got it on either side of a little walkway and I really haven't been able to walk in there yet this year. My nieces and nephews came over the other day and we played hide and seek, and they are 11 and 15, okay? And I was like, what do you guys want to do? And they're like, I don't know. And they're like, had their phones in their hand. I'm like, we're not sitting here on our phones all day long. So I said, just joking around, I was like, we could go play hide and seek. And they're like, okay. And I was like, really? You want to play hide and seek with me? Sweet, let's go. So we were playing hide and seek and I actually hid down in the cleome, and my niece, Cece, she could not find me for the longest time. It was hilarious. I took a little video of it. Hey guys, so I'm out here playing hide and seek with my niece and nephew, and I have never really walked through these cleome too much because there's the little nuts in this path, but it's a perfect spot to hide for hide and seek. They haven't found me yet. You found me. So yeah, I feel pretty accomplished that I got an 11 and 15-year-old to play hide and seek with their older aunt in my yard. We did 1 round in the yard and then 3 rounds inside, and my nephew Zeke, the 15-year-old, he found the best hiding spot ever. I was like, you win all the hide and seek trophies of all time. But anyway, so we're gonna go around and clean up some things, cut some things back. I don't know. I need to do some cleanup and some weed up. Is that a thing? Weed up? Clean up and weed up. All right, let's go do something. Actually, I just came over here to open the garage so I can get my flip-flops, and oh, my husband took my car today. He likes to take my car because it's better on gas. Anyway, and I came over here and seen all these plants I gotta plant. I'll show you. So I got this Atlas rose for 30% off at the greenhouse down the street. And I got this Dream Weaver. Yeah, Dream Weaver hosta for 30% off at the same shop down the street. And then all these I got off of my free wagon at my work. And here, I took a little video of that the other day too. I'll show you. Hi there. So I am at my favorite local garden shop, and I just bought a couple things that were 30% off. I was really excited. I found a hosta that I don't have, which is hard to do because I have lots of different hosta. But I don't have Dreamweaver. This isn't a new one or anything. It's been around for a while. I've got Dream Queen, but I don't have Dreamweaver. So I'm really excited. I like this one a lot, and it kind of reminds me of like the opposite variegation of an autumn frost hosta. So it's got that like white and yellowy center with this super dark green edges, but then it kind of ombres into the edge, which is really neat. And I loved it because it had white and yellow in the centers. But So yeah, I got that one. And then I got this At Last Rose. It is so pretty. I could smell it a mile away. And I've been wanting one of these for quite some time. I just don't want to pay full price for them, so got a 30% off. It's gonna go in my little rose garden. But this place is amazing, and I want to take you guys here sometime and give you a tour of this garden center, because it is just like, it's gorgeous. It's somewhere where even if you don't want to buy anything, you can just come and walk around, and like, it just makes your day much better. But I'm gonna take you down the hill over here and just like give you a sneak peek, and then I know the owner, and so maybe I will ask her if we can do like a little tour sometime, and I'll bring you guys back here. But we'll just go right down the hill a little bit, and I will show you what I'm talking about. And like, this is just the gardens. This isn't even like the actual garden center. This is just their really pretty gardens that they have. They've got a bunch of kale and cabbage out here, and then a bunch more over here. So that is the actual garden center, and it is gorgeous. There's like a retail shop in the front. It's like a destination. It's amazing. There's a bunch of willow trees here. Beautiful gazebo with all these beautiful annuals. There's some, looks like quickfire hydrangeas and angelonia, some petunias. But right down this hill, my husband and I actually got married right there underneath that. So we'll just walk down here. She won't mind if I'm coming down here. I used to work here. This is actually the greenhouse up here where I started working out of high school, and it's pretty much where I learned all the things I learned. But oh, there's some beautiful hosta in here, and big begonia, and then there's like a path down there. There's all kinds of stuff down there, but we won't walk down there right now because I honestly don't have time. I just had to show you it while I was here. But there's like a cute little place to go sit. There's hosta lining this little riverbed. So down in here, there's just kind of like a dry river down in here, and it runs in the back of their property here, and it goes around there. But look at how gorgeous this is. And like I said, my husband and I, we got married under that gazebo. I will try to find pictures and put them on here. But it is so pretty. There's a little crabapple there with begonias underneath and scaevola. This hillside is just jam-packed with, looks like rose big begonia and I don't know, maybe elegans hosta up there. Then they've got like a huge drift of either New Guineas or Sun Patience, I'm not sure. But it is just beautiful. Our wedding guests, they all sat right here. Our wedding party and I and my husband, we walked down this and through the aisle, and then we made our way up here, and we got married right in this gazebo here. And this little structure was not here. There was something else, and we actually I bought a chandelier from Menards and we hung a chandelier down, and it was just gorgeous. And then my girls stood there, Nate's guys stood there, and it was amazing. But these planters are to die for. Look at this angelonia, some white big begonias and fern, some white impatiens. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Oh, and there's a Dusty Miller in there too. And then back behind, they've got those planters with the New Guineas and Angelonia with some Dichondra Silver Falls trailing out. It's just beautiful. And then these boxwood hedges here, when we got married, they were probably only about that high. So they put on quite some size here. Oh, here's some Gora, Dusty Miller, Dichondra Silver Falls, some Pentas, some more Angelonia back here. Gorgeous. Nice little seating area with some color in the back here. There's some Vinca. Let's go back here. I guess we're doing a tour. We're doing a tour until I'm like, okay, we gotta go. Some Mandevilla, Petunia. Let's see, all kinds of good stuff. So pretty. But yeah, here's the riverbank. And it's just a dried up river. Sometimes there's water in there, but look how pretty that is. With all these Dichondra Silver Falls just hanging down. And some, what is that? Is that Bridal Veil? Can't tell. Oh no, that's Tradescantia. Yeah, anyway. So all of this was planted when we got married. Oh, they got white petunias. I think they had a wedding down here. I think the owner's sister got married. But when we got married down here, this was all planted with impatiens. And there was actually another tree right there. And when we walked down, our wedding party walked down, we walked in here in between the trees. And then we walked up an aisle of chairs and, you know, got married up there. What's really cool is this place down here is what inspired me to make my gully garden. I wanted to create my own space like this with just like, there's, you know, these big, huge established trees and like these windy paths of gardens and stuff. And we'll go down there another time and I'll show you more. But this down here, I grew up here. I grew up at this greenhouse. I worked here all through high school. I even came back after high school when I got my other job that I'm doing now, and I would work here in the winter times. And so this place like means so much to me. We got married here and I was like, I want to make my own, like this just always felt like a little gully, and I was like, I want to make a gully garden in my yard. And so that's what I did at my house. And the cool thing is the owner of this, he told me when they planted all the impatiens down here for my wedding, about a week after we got married, all the impatiens got the downy mildew that impatiens get, and they all died. And he's like, it was crazy, like they held on, because you know, impatiens, if you're an impatient fan or kind of a fan, you know that they are very susceptible to downy mildew. And sure enough, they got it right after we got married, so that was kind of crazy. But anyway, I was so thankful that the impatiens held up until our wedding day. But now I'll just make a little segue into this because I love these impatiens. Now they came out with this new impatien called Beacon Impatiens, and I discovered them last year, and they are amazing. They do not get any downy mildew. They are just, I can't say enough good things about these Beacon Impatiens, and I will plant them every single year. I kind of gave up on impatiens after mine just kept getting downy mildew every year, and then I seen the Beacons and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it one last time. If these don't do it for me, I'm giving up. They did it. They are tried and true, super strong plants. But all right, let me show you a little bit more and then I gotta get going. Yeah, it's so beautiful. When I first made my gully garden, I had quite a few annuals down there, and I would do just big seas of, because you know, my perennials hadn't filled in yet, and I was splitting hostas through the years, and I just didn't have a lot of plants, so I would come in with this same type thing and just fill it with annuals. And then, like I said, I would get so discouraged because they would all get downy mildew and die. This is super pretty. She's got like the strip of white impatiens and the strip of pink and purple, and then over in here there's like a little round chunk of hosta and then some hosta around the back. But it's just so pretty. And then there's like these awesome places to just come and literally sit and rest your eye. Oh, they put some Tradescantia in this one. That is so pretty. And some euphorbia. Wow. Oh, I do see some caladium in there too. Kind of hidden. Nice little seating area with a statue. I'd like to get a statue for my garden, and I just can't find any that are like not creepy looking. Like they don't look like they're gonna come alive in the middle of the night and kill me in my sleep. Speaking of, see, what's he gonna do with that thing? Looks like he's about to attack me. Anyway, yeah, so this is so pretty. I wish you guys could be here and see it in person. And like I said, I will ask my friend who owns this place if we can come back, and maybe she could like walk us around and tell us about all the plants. But I'm sure you guys know what all these plants are anyway. But anyway, all right, well, let's go back home. I was also just thinking as I'm walking down here that my path needs to be mowed. And usually my husband mows it with the weed whipper, and he hates, I shouldn't say hate, that's a pretty strong word. My mom taught me not to use that word. But anyway, I think there's a spider on me. It's not his favorite most thing to do out here in the garden. So anyway, I appreciate every time he comes out here and he does it, bless his heart. Don't mind me, I'm just looking for snakes and creepy critters. So yeah, I think I'm going to surprise him and mow it my own dang self this time. So the only thing is I have to figure out how to start the weed whipper. Okay. Oh, that's not it. Get this. Alright. Let's do the weed whipping first. And we'll try to start this thing. I've done it before, I just don't do it all the time, so I have to like remind myself how to do it. So there's like that pumper. Like the, did you guys ever have the tennis shoes that were pumps? What are they called, pumps? And you like pumped the tongue, the flap. Anyway, okay. The choke. Oh, I gotta pull. Okay. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee, just a closer walk with thee.
feeble life is old. Time for leaving be no more. Guide me gently, safely to thy kingdom shore, to thy shore.
Well, I think it's out of gas. It just stopped working. So, it sounded like, you know, when your car runs out of gas and it's like, bup, 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 bup. And I feel like it might take like a special mix or something, so I'm not trying to put gas in it and like break it. So we got all of it done up to this sunny spot up here. So all we'll have to do is mow that up when my husband gets home and this tiny little section, and then we'll be good.
Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Everybody talks about the California quest. The first time I felt the earth shake was in Miami. When Amy touched me, oh, it shook me. I told her I loved her and I wanted to stay. But she said, be sure, and I'll call you in LA. And even in the taxi, I could hear my telephone ring.
The next day, I had to get going to the football game. Thank God my niece came with me. And spider, it's like spider. Do you see that? And like, holy cow, you guys, right there. Holy mother. What in the world? This is another reason why I wear gloves. Giant spiders that, anyway. My husband is putting more gas in that weed whipper for me too, so I can finish the path. And I asked him about the smoke, and he said that's normal. So I didn't break it. Thanks, Nady. I can't hold it with my left arm. My left arm isn't very strong. I gotta. Somebody said, hey Jess, you know that there's probably mice in the shed too. And I want to say, yeah, I know, but psychologically I haven't seen any in here yet. So until then, this is safe.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I go out walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, the night wind whispers to me, I'm lonesome as I could be. I go out walking after midnight in the starlight, just hoping maybe you're somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
We're all done for now. There are some places that I didn't trim, like over there where that giant spider was. There's some astilbe. I obviously we're not trimming that because I'm not trying to get close to that spider. And honestly, it kind of looks pretty. I usually go in and trim all that astilbe back, but you know what? This is the first year I haven't trimmed it back, and I kind of like it. Even though there's no color to those blooms, it still looks kind of cool just having that extra little texture in there. So we'll just pretend that's why we're not trimming it back. But, well, I guess while we're here, we'll just take a look at this section right here. This was getting, oh, I missed some grass. Hey, Brian. My neighbor just walked by with his cute dog. I don't usually do this with no, oh, look it, there's a chipmunk hole. I don't usually do that with no gloves, but, oh, there's another one. But anyway, that looks really good in there, and I just love this bed so much. In the early spring, my Wigelia bloom, and it looks beautiful. And then after they're done blooming, my hydrangea gets really white, and it is beautiful. And you can actually, at that point, you can actually see that I have Palace Purple Heuchera all under here. And then after that's done getting white, my impatiens start to bulk up a little bit. So this is a really fun, simple bed. Not too many plants, not too much going on, but there was a purpose for everything. And we didn't do anything back here. See, there's my neighbor. My brother built him a couple retaining walls this summer. Anyway, so we trimmed our path up and it's looking nice and clean. Let's take a stroll through Raccoon Alley. My sedums are blooming. And I fixed the path the other day.
I go out walking after midnight in the starlight, just hoping maybe you're somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, the night wind whispers to me, I'm lonesome as I could be. I'm always walking after midnight in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you.
I have to come in here and clean this up and reseed some grass. This is the spot that it never really grew in grass this spring when I planted it, because the mulch from my beds here would go into the path and then I couldn't grow any. So I have to come out here and clean out all this mulch. You can see it in here, and then we can drill some more seed down. Maybe we'll do that next on a different day. So yeah, that turned out pretty good. And basically we just went through and we really cleaned up all the hosta bloom. I love hosta bloom. I let them bloom until they're completely bloomed out. As you can see, like in here there's tons of different color green hosta, and then you've got that cute little pop of purple there from the hosta bloom. Yeah, so we just came in, cleaned up all the dead blooms on the hosta, and it's looking pretty good. All right, let's go down here. We cut all the blooms off these frozen margarita hosta, and they're looking nice and cleaned up. I do see I missed a few weeds here. And then let's see here. I did leave a few weeds in here. This right here, I planted all this ajuga, and these sumacs are growing in here, and I kind of like them. The only thing is I don't really want them growing in the ajuga on the hillside. And I thought once I come in here and clean all this crap out, I might dig these 3 sumacs up that just grew here and plant them in there, and it might be cool to have like a little forest of sumacs and then plant a bunch of hosta underneath. But anyway, that's for a different time. And then I also want to dig this ajuga up and continue it around this whole hill. So over here we got this cleaned up, all of the weeds are picked up, the striptease hosta are cut back, the blooms. And then I also came in here and cleaned up this back line a little bit. The blackberry bushes were just kind of creeping in on my bed. I have to do that from time to time because they creep in on these summer wine, what is this? Summer wine 9 bark. So they creep in on that, and eventually, like I said, I'm going to clean out this whole hill and either plant hosta or ajuga or something on it. That will be a work in progress. So yeah, I think this area looks really nice and cleaned up now. Oh, these are my endless summer hydrangea that I transplanted. I used to have these in my front landscape and they did really bad up there. So I transplanted them back here, I don't know, about 2 or 3 years ago. And they finally started to look good this year and actually bloom for me, which is rare. And this one right here is the only one that is not looking the greatest. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was fun to just kind of watch before and after of cleanup and weeding. I know I always like watching that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like it's super satisfying to just watch somebody else clean. I love going to other people's houses and cleaning their house and like doing their dishes and organizing, but it's not like the funnest to do it at your own house. So hopefully that was fun to watch that. But thank you very much for watching this movie, and I appreciate that you spend your minutes in the day with me in my garden, and I hope that you just have a really great day and you live it to its fullest. Bye.
Let it be.